I'm Dylan Goller, and this is the Dylan Goller Show. And as I've been telling you guys for years, this movie's freaking great. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was a kung fu romance epic drama directed by Ang Lee. It starred Chow Yun Fat, Michelle Yeoh, and Zhang Ziyi. It was released in December of 2000 to endless critical praise, a crap ton of money for a foreign language film, and a bunch of Academy Awards. And it was the first time my friend gave me the Mexican restaurant face. And good God, none of you love this movie like I do. This is Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. The film was about 3 warriors in 19th century China. A master, Li Mu-bai, leaves his sword to his lover, played by Michelle Yeoh, to keep it safe. But then a thief who wasn't supposed to know the martial arts steals the sword, and it gets kind of chaotic from there. So I should probably tell you the story of how I found this film. So when I was a small child, my father had a drawer of films that I wasn't allowed to watch, and as a kid I always went through that drawer and memorized the names of all the films until I was old enough to watch them. And Crouching Tiger was in there. And so I didn't think about it for years, about 10, 12 years. And then I was watching Chris Stuckman's Mulan review, to which he compared the action in that film to Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. And having memorized the name, I went back and I watched the film. So that's another thing I have to thank Stuckman for. So long story short, my mind was blown. I had never seen a foreign language film before, so mind blown there. I'd never seen action on this scale, so mind blown there. I'd never seen a historical epic on this scale, so mind blown there. I've never seen a character study, like never at that point, pulled off the way this was. So mind blown there. So the next day of that year, I went to school, and I feel like everyone was trying to figure out if their strange movie robot named Dylan was hacked or something, because I wouldn't shut up about some Chinese foreign language film with a funny name. And that's when my friend gave me the Mexican restaurant face for the first time. So why was I so obsessed about it then, and why do I love it now? Well, first off, this feels like the middle story in a long-running series, because it is. This is the 4th entry in a novel series from the 40s. What I like about this is it drops you in the world with these characters, and you don't know anything about what's going on, but the movie lets you figure it out quickly enough without a whole bunch of exposition or trying to build this giant world. The characters here are both brilliant on paper and on screen. We have Yuen Yu, who is the daughter of an important man in the community, who against her will is getting married. We see that through flashbacks prior to the events of the film. She had an affair with a man in the desert, and they had a very strong love that's explored throughout the film. You have Li Mu-bai, who is getting older and wants to leave his old life behind as a warrior. You have Shu Lin, whose fiancé died prior to the events of the film, who has fallen in love with Li Mu-bai but can never actually marry him or be with him due to culture's customs in that time. Through dialogue, flashback 3 reflections, and action scenes, we figure out what we need to know about this world. And the performances here are honestly stunning. People will be on tree branches or trying to murder each other, and it will be a very powerful, emotional scene. There's a scene where Li Mu-bai and Yuen Yu are on tree branches, and Li is pleading to Jen, and you see the anger and the pain and the evil in Jen's eyes, because the actors really pull off this movie and really show up. The cinematography here is fantastic, okay? Peter Pau did an exceptionally brilliant job. The 19th century setting and imagery here look amazing, and you totally buy into it, and it looks incredible, honestly. The writing here is splendid. Every word, detail, or action taken was truly explicitly thought out, in my opinion, by Ang Lee and James Schamus. It's honestly unbelievable how tremendously awesome the writing is here. So why does this film have such a big impact on me? The reasons above certainly really kind of say something, but I think it's the journey and the themes portrayed in the film. My favorite scene of the film is the scene where Yuen Yu and Shu Lin meet. Yuen Yu is in complete admiration for Shu Lin because Shu Lin is an incredible warrior. And Yuen Yu says, "I'm getting married and I don't want to be. The life you have is the life I want." And Shu Lin replies that the life you dream of, I don't know it. My fiance died and I couldn't be with the man I love, blah, 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 blah. It's a kind of perfect film because anyone who knows anything about anything at all could tell you that your career and your hobbies won't actually amount to complete and total happiness. And I think that's kind of something that the film explores. It kind of explores the meaning and the depths of life and what we go through. Jen Yu's character is so interesting and relatable, in my opinion. She loses herself in the search for happiness, and she becomes the villain of the film, essentially. I've talked to many people behind the scenes about the significance of the new Doctor Strange picture. Jen Yu and Doctor Strange sort of go on a similar journey, except Jen is the villain, Strange is the hero, and Strange is a wizard who will be used to scam people into buying tickets for movies they don't want to see, whereas Jen Yu is a warrior who kills people and sleeps with strangers in the desert. Jen Yu is a character that everyone can see themselves in. Our search for happiness and what we do to get there is so incredibly relatable. I think its deeper themes and resonance in our own lives make this film's barriers for a 2022 American audience immediately fall down. And it made a huge impact on people in 2000, and it certainly made a big impact on me. Guys, there are many films I can and will recommend to you, but this is by far easily like one of the top 3 best ones I can. You may say, Dylan, I don't like foreign language, slow dramas, kung fu action, romance, blah, 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 blah. And this is one of those times where I'll just say, shut up and trust me, okay? I probably would have said the same thing. But honestly, if you would have told younger me how much he would have enjoyed this film, he wouldn't have believed you. You really need to see this film. I think it's easily one of the best films I have ever seen, and I think it's easily one of the best films ever made. I think it is a masterpiece. I think it is brilliant. I think anyone who tells you that this film isn't good is probably wrong. It's so incredibly good, guys. Please give it a watch. It's currently streaming at the time of this recording. It's currently streaming on HBO Max and Amazon Prime. Those are pretty accessible areas of streaming to go and watch the film. Most people have those by now. You really should see this film. It is terrific, guys. So that's me saying you're welcome in advance. Guys, thank you for 120 subscribers. It means the world to me. If you'd have told younger me how many subscribers he would have got, he wouldn't have believed you, but he was an idiot anyway. I'm Dylan Goller, guys. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Thank you guys again for watching. Keep on geeking on.